In this video, I watched the Splatoon 1 Direct for the first time to see how it holds up, and, well...
See costumes.
Bro, what? This video was so much fun to make. If you enjoy any bit, consider subscribing. Enjoy the video. Dude, oh my goodness. I don't even know what to expect out of this, so, like... I don't know, man. I haven't played Splatoon 1 in... Okay, well, it was like 3 months, but, like... I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect. Just, like... How are they gonna show off the game into where, like, it's marketable? Because I know they had the squid kid thing. That was pretty, yeah. But anyway, let's begin. Let's begin. On May 2nd, 2015, the Squid Research Lab introduced the gathering. Oh, okay, never mind. Woo!
Hello there. How are you? We here at the Squid Research Lab are doing wonderful because later on we'll be filling you in on how you can get
Oh my, it looks so old.
But first, it's our job to present to you
wow, it looks so good
ecological
though.
Curiosities of this fascinating squid creature.
Oh?
Excuse me? There is no creature? Oh, sorry about that. Here, please take a look. A really good look.
I'm looking. No way. Is that a Splatoon squid?
See? A little squiddy.
Yep. Wow.
But this is no ordinary squiddy. This particular squid can in fact transform into a humanoid.
You know,
Eureka!
it's so weird to think like this was like such like a unique concept. Like now it's like, cause like Splatoon is like pretty much like mainstream now. It's huge. This is like nothing new anymore. But like this was like back then when it was like completely new. This is so cool.
Indeed. In squid
Splatak,
form,
let's
they
go,
can
let's
dive
go.
into
Such a
and become
banger.
one with their ink. While in humanoid form, they can utilize various tools to cover their
Showing
death
off the
with it.
splatter shot,
Trust
I
me,
see.
I'm geeking out too. I'm a scientist.
We're all geeking
That's
out.
all I can do. While we have officially named this breed of squid the Inkling, we prefer to just call them squid. Unsurprisingly, they each have a gender. There are Inkling boys
In
and
Splatoon 3, they
Inkling
got rid of
girls.
their genders, actually, so that's cool.
And like more common squid, they can alter their appearance at will.
Wow, there's
including
only
skin tone
six
and eye color.
colors.
For some reason, though, their hair-like tentacles seem to change color automatically in combat situations.
Oh, this was
On
such a
another
cool
theory,
concept back then. When
these
I
squid apparently
was a
can
kid, I thought that was so
transform
cool.
into humanoid form at the age of 14.
Look at this dude. Look at him. He's so adorable. But he looks like me when I was 5.
In this bipedal form, their stubby legs move relatively slowly. But as a squid, they can swim through ink at high speeds.
Alright.
It's hardly worth comparing. They swim at nearly twice their running speed.
Significantly faster. And still is.
This affects jumping too. The height they jump is equal in both forms. However, if they build momentum before jumping, their distance will significantly increase. Despite everything I know of gravity, matter, and science in general, they can also swim up walls when submerged in ink.
Keep in mind, this was before squid surging. So, like, you had to, like, hold or, like, spam press B to get up walls. It was terrible.
However, they strangely cannot seem to cross this little barrier. Must be a mental thing, I'm assuming. Continuing this trend of odd behavior, it seems Inklings only shoot ink in humanoid form. Using the Wii U
Interesting.
gamepad controller's gyro sensor, one can alter which way they're aiming and make adjustments as they ink. Ah, ink flowing like a torrential waterfall. Science is beautiful.
I don't know if you guys can notice, but this person that's doing the gameplay, they're using gyro. They're not using stick.
Hop in the
So,
ink, swim in the
does this prove that gyro is like the best way to play Splatoon? I don't know, man. This is Nintendo.
This is the basic movement pattern of the Inkling. We've barely dipped into this creature's odd behavior patterns. Let's dive a little deeper into this titillating batch of scientific goodness.
Turf War.
One unique Inkling habit is to protect its habitat. Oh, the humanity, or the squididity.
The squididity.
Inklings refer to this goopy, garish scene as a turf war. They split up into 2 teams of 4 Inklings each. Then, they fight. Why? To claim their turf, or at least to cover more of it than the other team in 3 minutes' time. Their weapons of choice?
Anything that dishes out massive inkage.
Wait, what? What was that? Was that a blaster? Well, I think that was a blaster.
When their 3 minutes are up, the victor is determined by a mysterious cat beast named
Judd!
a cat named
No Lil Judd. No
who
Lil
judges
Judd,
turf
though.
wars.
Oh, science, how you amuse me.
As does this curious limitation. Inklings can only swim freely in their own team's ink, even in squid form. Once they've stepped foot in enemy territory, they'll get stuck in their ink like a bear in a honey bath, except it's far less pleasant.
Oh.
In fact, inklings are so susceptible to foreign ink, getting hit by enough of it will cause them to spontaneously burst. It won't earn them any bonus points, but popping enemies will extend their turf.
I remember back then, people were like, "Oh, this is like the kid-friendly version of a shooter," and like, yeah, that's pretty much what it is still.
Luckily, once
But
they
it's
pop,
so weird
they
to
don't
think
stop.
that Turf
Instead,
War was like
they'll respawn,
such an original
allowing
idea
them
back
to
then. Like
super jump.
we all take it for granted,
Tap on
but
a teammate
this used to be like such a unique idea.
Icon on the Wii U gamepad map, and an Inkling will super jump to that location. This allows them to quickly get back into the action, right to the front lines of battle, or to support an ally deep in enemy territory. However, I've also heard that less aggressive squid may prefer hiding
I hope
from
this
others
map
and
comes
focusing
back
on
to
covering
Splatoon
territory
3.
to increase their turf. Hide and go ink. It's a sound strategy. Points are awarded for performance in a match. And
Wow,
points
the
are
UI
penalty
is
for
so different. Look at this. Look at this. John and Laura, man. Like, I mean, look at this UI. It's so classic.
That's not all, pupils. Your points also determine how fast you level up. Fascinating. Squid are all about happening events, especially turf wars. And here are a few spots you'll find them.
Oh.
This strange location is called
I hope they bring this
Virtual
back into
Underpass.
Splatoon 3. This would
Here,
be so
several
hype if they
areas are
did.
divided by concrete walls. So the clever Inkling will memorize the shape of the path between these areas.
I know they brought it into Mario Kart, but we need it in Splatoon
Squid
3.
should especially watch out for the path connected to the center plaza. It gets messy there. Next, we'll
Salt
examine
Spray
Salt
Rig. Oh my, this was like one of my
game zone is known
favorite
for the
maps
large
back then.
chasm
I have
between
no
its
idea
high
why,
and
but
low
it was
areas.
so much
Both
fun.
teams will surely
It was so
attempt
much fun
claim
to
the
play
large
on.
area on top to earn a victory from above. That said, if they're not paying attention to the lower area, the opposing team may turn the tides of battle covertly.
This is why I like this stage.
Blackbelly Skate Park contains many wide open areas.
Blackbelly?
So
Okay,
the battle
okay.
takes place all over the map.
The Splatoon 3 colors. That's cool, that's cool.
It's a race for ownership of the center platform. If a team can manage that, they should be able to manage a win by controlling the higher ground.
Dude, snipe!
Walleye
They weren't
Warehouse is a
sniping the
close quarters
dude!
map. Teams are locked in a tug of war on two sides of a series of obstacles. Arowana Mall jams both teams into a narrow
Arowana Mall?
area
More
with
like
intense matches.
marijuana
Looks like turf
all.
wars can break out
Sorry,
just about
sorry.
anywhere. Like my
It was a callback.
chronic rash. Oh, yeah, right there. Moving along. Although Inklings are mere squid, I must say they are extremely fashionable. They'll wear hats, glasses,
My guy is
outfits, and
dripped
shoes,
out.
collectively known as gear. Now, I'm no fashion expert, but as a scientist, I'm utterly enamored by squid culture. My theory, these fashionable squid trends must stem from an urban habitat. Let's take a look. Here it is, Inkopolis.
Here we
Fashion
go.
Central
This
for
is in the
young
Splatoon
squid
3
kids.
DLC. Looks exactly the same if I'm honest. Aside from Grisco, obviously. Bro, wait, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Look at those squids. Look at them. They're vibing.
Inkopolis is home to various shops, like a weapon shop and a clothing shop, each one owned and operated by a charismatic shopkeeper. Now, take a look at that tower in the middle. The shopping area next to it is called Booyah Base.
There's no Zapfish on it.
Here, each
Not that it
shopkeeper
matters,
represents
but-
a different section of marine life. This one is the clothing store, Jelly Fresh. It's a specialty shop for tops. The store clerk, Jalonzo, has a unique speech pattern.
Jalonzo, let's go.
But he's popular with the squid kids, so I guess that makes him hip. Maybe that's why he wears a different t-shirt every day. He's got a rep.
Oh, that's so cool. I wonder if they have this in Splatoon 3 as well. Like, where he changes every day, but maybe.
Next up, the shoe shop, Shrimp Kicks. This store is devoted to the fashion of footgear. The store is owned
Crusty
by
Sean,
Crusty
let's
Sean,
go,
the
let's
Tiger
go.
Prawn.
The OG.
He loves shoes so much, he wears a different shoe on each of his 8 feet. Here's the headgear shop, Cooler Heads. In addition to caps and hats, it offers glasses and other accessories too. Annie is the poster girl for this shop. She's a bit timid, but she has a huge following. A bunch of fan squid, if you ask me. Oh, and that's Mo. He sure has a sharp personality. And finally,
Not Sheldon.
this is the weapon.
No.
Ammo Knights.
Back
The
then you
store
couldn't
owner is
skip
Sean.
him.
This horseshoe crab is pretty much obsessed with all things military.
You don't say.
He's talking shop and he just won't stop. But his knowledge of weapons is definitely top-notch. A word of caution, however. My research assistant tells me that the variety of weapons and gear available at shops will improve as squid level up. Next, I'll lecture on some weapons his shop carries. There appear to be 3 major
Let's see,
types
splatter
of
shot,
ink-based
roller,
weaponry.
snipers.
For rapid fire inking, look no
Wait,
further
is that
than
it?
the shooter. For long-distance projectiles, there's the charger. And to squash opponents while spreading ink, say hello to the roller.
Wow, is that it?
Let's review the
Are
signature.
these the only 3 type of weapons? Back then, wow. Wow, we have it so lucky now. we have so much like more variety. Than the base game, they just launched with 3 different like types of weapons.
of each type.
I think that's all we need, honestly, but
This is a standard
wow, that's
sort of
like that's pretty bad.
weapon. It shoots
That's pretty
rapid-fire
bad.
bursts when the button is held,
But it makes
allowing
sense,
squid
so.
to quickly cover a large area. With this weapon, the careful inkling will be well equipped to claim turf or take down foes.
Also, I thought Arowana Mall
One
was
such
a
weapon is called the
original map.
Aerospray MG. It fires quick bursts, so its user can hose down a relatively large area in a short time. Speaking of short, it's a short-range weapon, so it'll make quick work of nearby targets. Next, I'll show you the Jet Squelcher. It has the longest firing range in the shooter category, making it a fairly effective sniping tool. The last shooter of the day
The
is
blast is a shooter?
bullets that explode
Wait,
into ink.
what?
Enemies
what
can be caught in
kind
the
of
blast,
nonsense is
But a
this?
straight shot will easily wipe them out.
Why is it considered a shooter?
Next, let's examine the Charger. This type of weapon requires a short charge, but then it'll dump ink everywhere in one massive shot. It's perfect for soiling pants. I mean, distant enemies, or
What
for
the?
splattering the land in linear fashion. This Charger is the E-Liter 3K.
The 3K? Wait, what
Charger's
the?
fairly
What happened to the
time-consuming, But
4K?
its firing range is impressive. This is really going to be.
It pretty much is the
Yeah,
4K,
that
but
had to
like
hurt.
just like
Relatively speaking,
renamed,
of
I
course.
guess.
I mean, oh, ouch again. This next one is the Splatter Scope. Some Chargers like this feature a scope, making it easier to aim at distant enemies. Last, but definitely not least, the Roller is a great weapon for advancing forward while marking turf and steamrolling opponents.
Yup.
Shake the roller.
This was
and it
back
will
then when we
spread
didn't have
ink all
vertical
over,
flicks.
splooshing any foe in an Inkling's perimeter. Sploosh. The Dynamo Roller is a prime
The
example.
Dynamo, let's
It's
go.
a tank of a roller that
Keep in
chugs
mind, this
along
was before
slowly
we had
while
vertical
deflecting incoming
flicks,
fire when shaken.
so this weapon was like, it was good, but like, it wasn't like super good. And also
The three
flings that
types
didn't
we just
exist,
showed you
so
are all main
that made the
weapons.
rollers terrible.
But there are sub-weapons and special weapons too. Together, a main weapon, sub-weapon, and special weapon make a set. To Squid, selecting a weapon set that suits one's battle style is of
Killer
critical
Whale,
importance.
Inkzuka, Nice.
Sub-weapons consume a relatively
Let's
large
see,
amount
splat
of ink.
bomb. Yep.
The amount depends on
Sprinkler.
what type is used.
Okay, cool. The Seeker.
There are 9
What the? What is that? What is that? No, wait, what was that? Splash wall.
One fine
Okay.
example is the suction bomb. It sticks to walls
Suction-
and other surfaces,
suction bomb, yep.
exploding shortly after. Now, for a different thing that goes boom, try the burst bomb. It may not be as powerful as others, but it explodes on contact and uses less ink, allowing an inkling to throw them in rapid succession. The point sensor is a support tool.
Point sensor,
It doesn't
okay,
attack,
okay.
But it does locate sneaky enemies and shares that information with all teammates. The ink mine is another type of sub-weapon. It's invisible to opponents when it's on the ground, detonating after a certain amount of time, or automatically when enemies pass by.
Wait, the ink mine one-shotted? What?
The squid
Wait,
beacon is handy
what?
too. Set one down and teammates can super jump straight to it. And finally, the disruptor doesn't damage rival squid, but it will slow them down a bit and lower their abilities as well.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool.
Special weapons are perhaps the most intriguing of all. They can only be used after filling up a gauge by covering the ground with ink.
What? What? The tornado? Bro, the cameo mama. Okay, okay. I see you.
The
Ink strike, yep.
defies
I remember
reason.
using this one.
Touch a location on the Wii U gamepad map, and a rocket will be shot there, creating a fearsome ink tornado.
Yep, that's how I used it. Such a cool weapon.
The echolocator is great for locating enemies.
Okay, this special was pretty good. It was pretty
For a
good.
limited time,
It,
allows
like,
an
it's a good
entire
support
team to
one,
see
but
their foes'
I don't know.
locations. The bubbler is pretty self-explanatory.
Dude, the bubbler was so broken. I remember it makes you invincible for like 5 seconds, I think. It was like, it just makes you completely invincible. Look at them! They're completely invincible.
Inkling into a giant
The Kraken?
invincible squid.
It was much
For a while,
shorter.
anyway.
It was much
So,
smaller.
let's
It was
see.
much
A
smaller.
main weapon, a sub-weapon, and a special weapon. It seems squid always go into a turf war with a set of these weapon types. But squid battling proficiency isn't just about weapons. Let's take a look at the area outside Booyah Base to find out more. Let's take a look at the area
Bro, look at
outside
her swag.
Booyah
Look
Base
at her
to find
go.
out more. Inklings like to gather here because they're drawn to happening events. These particular squid are other players encountered online or via Miiverse. But if Inklings are one thing, it's fashionable. They've developed several brands of couture and enjoy mixing and matching styles to create their own unique look. Studying the different types of gear squid use offers some fascinating insight into their strategies. If a squid sees something they like, it can be special ordered. A closer look reveals icons on this gear. These denote what I like to call abilities. Each piece of gear comes with abilities that can power up an Inkling. There are many types of gear abilities. For example, if a piece of gear increases ink efficiency, the lucky Inkling who has it equipped will consume less ink than usual when using a main weapon.
Well, gear abilities
Other
were
abilities include
broken.
damage up, defense up, and speed up. Plus, more curious ones like the Ninja Squid and Stealth Jump.
Opening gambit, ledged it. Yeah.
The number of abilities each piece of gear can have is based on its star count. The more stars it has, the more slots it will have. Up to 4 abilities can be equipped per piece of gear. However, other than the first one equipped, abilities are assigned at random. Frequent usage of the same gear apparently generates more abilities to equip. In this way, Squid can level up a piece of gear to enhance its strength or make up for its weaknesses. And so, gear combinations can improve one's strategy. By the way, I suppose I should explain who this mysterious fellow is. His name is Spike, and somehow he can increase the number of slots allotted to gear. That said, one can't make a request without a super sea snail. And it won't always be easy to acquire one. If one does take advantage of his services, it may be possible to optimize the abilities of every single piece of gear. Oh, and remember, gear ordered in the plaza can be picked up from Spike.
Oh,
Wait, did you see that?
the
It
story
looked like
mode.
a peculiar old man was peeking out from that manhole.
We gonna see the story mode?
Squid hole? Aha! Let's see what happens.
Yo, let's
Oh
go.
my. Science, you've outdone yourself. Who could have imagined something like
Wow,
this?
this is so
existed
nostalgic
underneath
to me.
Metropolis?
I used to play the story
I've heard
mode
this
so
old
much.
manfish's name is Captain Cuttlefish. Likes ordering
legend
inklings
is
to battle
here.
with octopi, it seems. And maybe it's the outfit. But that inkling actually seems to be taking his orders and prepping for battle. Man, squid really are suckers. What's this? A tea kettle-like thing? If my
Oh.
calculations are correct, and I assume they are, that tea kettle is somehow connected to the octopi nest. No, you brave fool! Don't go in! Science tells us that the natural nemesis of the squid is the octopus, or in this case, the octarians. But octopi will do. It seems that Captain Cuttlefish has ordered
Dude, the
the inkling to
Zapfish. I
take
haven't
back
seen
the
those
Zapfish
in a
stolen by
while.
the octarians. There are many types of these octopi, and they'll use whatever
This was before we had
arms
Octo
necessary to
expansion
stop
and like
inklings. They do have
Alterna.
plenty to spare.
This is what we settled for back then. We didn't have like super in-depth story
Just
modes
look at
like
all
now,
those
like what we do
gadgets.
now.
And
So it's
gizmos.
just really cool to like see what we
And
consider to be
thingamajigs.
okay.
To survive them, inklings must shoot ink in human form and use their squiddy navigation prowess to circumvent them. Sneaky little suckers.
Oh, the invisible one. Yep. Oh.
With Captain Cuttlefish's expert advice, they may just take back that Zapfish. Depending on their location, some octopi may move like squid when they attack,
Oh.
or they may be a bit more powerful. Worse, gigantic weaponized squid boss.
Oh, that
anyone?
boss. This boss is so cool. This boss is so cool. I need to replay the
My
story
research
mode someday.
indicates that items can occasionally be found in the middle of an area. For instance, this armor increases an inkling's durability. Looks like there are other helpful
Oh,
items too,
oh.
like the bubbler or other special weapons. And these little things are scattered all over. They're called power eggs. Apparently, power eggs power up your weaponry. For this reason, it's a good idea for any squid worth his tentacles to collect as many power eggs as possible. However, of all the items out there, we at the Squid Research Lab are most interested in these, the sunken scrolls.
The lore book.
One scroll is hidden in each stage, and each one reveals another piece of this world's mysterious past. As I've stated previously, squid are all about big events. The Squid Research Lab proudly presents a live performance
Oh.
by the Squid Sisters.
This was their
The Squid
debut.
Sisters are a new hit group comprised of Callie and Marie.
Yo.
They're the hottest stars in the Inkling world.
Oh, this is such a banger for like their first like debut. This is so cool. Marie. Look at them go. Look at them go. They're dancing like some BTS stars.
And I'm back.
Welcome
Science
back.
never sleeps, and neither can I. Right now, you're looking at the second floor of Inkopolis Tower. It's the Battle Dojo. Here,
Yo.
Inklings can compete in local multiplayer skirmishes, play against friends casually, and practice to perfect one's skills for online battles. The goal? Elementary. To deflate the most balloons and egos.
So this was like
1 point is awarded
local
per bubble
multiplayer, except like actually like you could play on the same
but taking damage
console.
will
That's so
subtract some
cool.
points. Points earned during the last minute are doubled.
I really
That
wish
way,
like
underdog
Splatoon
stories
2
are
and Splatoon
abundant,
3 had something
as
like
are
this,
total
because
stompings.
they don't.
In this mode, one player uses the gamepad, while another plays on the TV screen using a different
Okay,
input
that makes
device,
sense. I
like
guess
the
they can't
Wii
really
U Pro
implement that
controller.
into the
After earning their
Switch.
tentacles in Battle Dojo, a confident squid may want to swim onto the World Wide Web to battle against opponents from all over the place. Look no further than Inkopolis Tower to enter such an
Yup.
online battle. There are two types of online battles, regular battle and ranked battle.
Back when they still
Regular
called it
battle
ranked.
refers to the Turf Wars, which I detailed in research record number 5. In this mode, the winning team is decided based on the amount of area covered in their ink. After each match, players are shuffled between the two teams like the motion of particles, randomly, in other words. In this mode, Inklings can easily join friends who are already playing online. As always, teams are chosen at random, so they may end up as bitter rivals. In online battles, wise squid will notice that certain weapons offer key advantages in certain stages, so weapon choice is an important strategic decision. To best apply these strategies to the battle at hand, Inklings always choose from 2 stages.
Wait. Every 4 hours? What the? I thought every 2 hours was bad. In Splatoon 1, it was every 4 hours? What? Wow.
Change
We have
out
it.
every
We have
4
it good.
hours, giving eager Inklings a reason to fight throughout the day. In fact, a newscast will announce which 2 stages are available for play when they change out, allowing clever squid to pick the right weapon set for their current situation. The other online mode is called Ranked Battle.
Ranked battle. Yup.
There's more than one way to play this mode, including splat zones, where squid brothers and sisters fight for control over a specific portion of the stage.
Still is one of
Whichever
the
team holds
best
onto this
like
area
anarchy
longest
modes
wins the
in my
match.
opinion.
Because both teams are drawn like magnets to this one area, these battles are incredibly fierce by nature.
Yup.
In ranked battle, players are rated based on skill, and skill
The
alone.
ranking skill.
Ranks go up and down based on wins and losses, with ranks ranging from C- to A+ across 9 levels. That way, players of similar ranks can face off against each other.
Oh, it only went up to.
Right. Here's where we separate the inks of similar ranks. can
Oh, it
face
only
off
goes up to
against
A
each other.
plus. Oh.
Right. Here's where
No-
we
no
separate
S or
the
X, I
Inklings
guess.
from the squid babies.
That makes
See,
sense.
To participate in ranked battle, one must reach level 10 or greater. But that's not all. One other condition must be met to play ranked battle. A global condition. All across the world, the more players that reach level 10, the closer we'll get to reaching an exciting new event. At that point, ranked battle will be unlocked for the world to enjoy. The Squid Research Lab
Oh?
will provide status updates on this worldwide event on Nintendo's social media channels,
Wait,
including its
what?
official Tumblr account,
Huh.
SplatoonUS.tumblr.com,
That's so weird.
and on the official website,
Also,
Splatoon.nintendo.com.
Tumblr?
I'm sure that together, we fellow Squid fanatics
I forgot
will reach this
Tumblr
goal in
existed.
no time flat. And in the meantime, you can enjoy honing your skills, unlocking gear, ranking up, and fending off the Octarian threat. Now, for what is quite possibly the most startling revelation of all.
Oh.
Soon, Inklings the world over will have tons of exciting events to look forward to. It all starts after the launch of Splatoon, with various elements
Free
being powered up with
updates.
free
They
content.
still do this with
You
Splatoon
won't
2 and
know what to
3.
expect, but you will know to stay tuned for what's happening and what's coming. Sometimes new stages will be added to the mix. The initial selection has plenty to wrap your tentacles around. But soon after launch, some far more technical stages will be added.
Oh?
New weapons will be introduced as well.
The
including
ink brush.
this one,
There we
the
go.
ink
There we
brush.
go. I was wondering where it was.
This roller type weapon looks
Wait.
like a
It's a roller? What the?
The art it specializes
I
in
never knew it was a
is
roller.
Turf War. Eventually, new gear will be added as well, including clothes and shoes. These events will also usher in new rule sets for ranked battle.
There we go.
The next to arrive is called Tower Control.
Tower
And
Control is a new
science,
mode,
is it
apparently?
interesting?
Okay.
Stand on the tower in the center of the stage, and it will start moving on a rail toward enemy territory. The team who pushes through the tower and to the goal first wins. Sadly, the poor Inkling on the tower will be a constant target for the opponent team. Such is
Still one of
fate.
my favorite modes,
The squid
actually.
on the tower must be punished for his actions, and his allies must protect him.
Natural selection at its finest.
Natural
Ranked
selection.
Battle will also receive a third rule set called
No, not Rainmaker. No, no, not Rainmaker.
Making it rain, baby.
They ruined it. Oh, they ruined it. And back then, nobody knew.
Moving along, August is when the competition really heats up with a major event. This new event will add in 2 additional matchmaking options as more and more players master the strategies, weapons, and stages of turf war and ranked battle.
I think I'm willing to guess
First,
these
allows
were
4 friends
League
to team up
and
search
private
online
battles.
for another team to battle against.
Yep, this is League.
And the second option will gather 8 friends together.
Yep, yeah, but this is private battles.
Enabling
I
players
predicted
to choose
it.
any stage and any rule set they want. This
Very
will be
cool.
perfect for settling old scores or starting up new rivalries with seasoned squid buddies.
Uh-oh.
Sounds tasty.
No, it doesn't.
As you can see, there are tons of exciting events coming post-launch.
Very cool. Squiddy games.
It's my understanding that the fun doesn't end here. At the corner of this plaza, we've discovered a classic arcade machine.
What is that?
Let's take a look.
What the? Oh, this was the
Eureka!
game.
This 8-bit style. Oh,
This game is so
nostalgia.
cool. I mentioned it
This
in
game with
my
minigame is
Splatoon
called
1 in 2023
Squid Jump.
video. This is such a
It's a
good game.
simplistic minigame where all you have to do is jump your way to the top. But it can be quite exciting.
It's
to go
really
for a high
boring,
score.
but it's fun to
It's a
play
fun
it if
diversion
you're
for
like in
any
queue
squid waiting
and
to be matched for an online
like
battle.
perfectly enough. That's what they use it for.
Speaking of fun, here's another way to play.
I never used this before, but
That's right.
I forgot what it did.
There's an Inkling girl, an Inkling boy, and an Inkling squid amiibo too.
And then just the squid. Okay, okay. Well, what did they do?
Each one offers 20 different missions.
Wait. Whoa, that's so cool.
The Inkling Girl offers charger challenges, where you take on stages in Octo Valley with only a charger.
That's cool.
The Inkling
It's just
Boy
like
provides
more story
challenges.
mode, I guess. But like in the style of Octo
And the
expansion.
Squid Amiibo delivers
Yeah, this is
performance
literally in the style of Octo expansion. You have like your specials, and then you have like just like a bunch of mini
Sounds
challenges. That's so
challenging.
cool. Maybe people liked these like challenges,
Upon
so they were
clearing
inspired.
missions, you will acquire
Yo, bro is
and if you
dripped
complete all of
out.
the missions, you can unlock an additional minigame. These minigames
Squid
can be
Racer?
swapped and
What
played at any
the?
time,
Oh, these
or
are
while
so
you're waiting
cool.
to be matched.
Oh, these are the Q games. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. And then the rhythm game, yep. They added it into Splatoon 2 without needing
I almost
amiibo.
forgot to divulge the most scientifically
Yep.
relevant portion of
The
my report.
Splatfests. Let's go.
Remember the Squid Sisters? It seems they're not just pop
Look at them
stars.
go. Look
They're
at them
also the host
dance.
of a news program that announces events that add in new maps and break battle-related news, including Splatfests. Splatfests are very special events.
Cats or
that happen
dogs?
in
I would have been
improv.
on Team Cat,
Players
but
all
what team would
across
you
the Americas
you
will
guys
be divided
been on?
into 2 teams.
Only
Players
2
align
teams too.
themselves
I mean,
with one of these two
I never
teams
really played
and
Splatoon
battle
2
it out. When the game
Splatfest, so I
settles,
wouldn't
the
know,
winning
but
side will be determined based on the results.
like, you know, it's just really cool.
Splatfests have their own ranking system, separate from ranked battle, based on the player's total points earned during Splatfest.
Very interesting.
Your final ranking at the end of the Splatfest may earn you that special item we mentioned earlier, the Super Sea Snail.
The sea snails, yep.
With this, you can ask Spike to enhance your gear. The first Splatfest will take place from Saturday, June 20th
Was
at
this-
6 a.m.
I
through
don't
Sunday, June 21st at 6 a.m. Pacific Time. The theme is, which do you like better, cats or dogs? Squid is not an acceptable response, sadly. The real question is, are you Team Cat or Team Dog?
Team Cat,
If
Team
you belong
Cat
to
for
any
real.
side, you'll be rewarded with a Super Sea Snail. Remember, Splatfest happens on an irregular basis, so stay tuned. Well, it seems we're reaching the point where the human mind simply cannot handle any more squid-related info. However, I
dopamine-
expect you all would like to know how you can conduct your own research. So I have one more major announcement. Thank you. Thank you very much. The Splatoon Global Test Fire.
Yo, the first one
Nintendo is holding
ever.
a special event. a global celebration for science.
The
that
first
will
one
give
ever. I
players a
remember
taste of
I
action
downloaded
before
it,
Splatoon
but I
releases.
couldn't play it because it
After
wasn't
this announcement,
available. But
we'll release a free demo
so
version
cool.
of this Splatoon Global Test Fire on Wii U.
So cool.
This software will allow you to test fire Splatoon globally at these specific dates and times.
Ew, wait, it was only an hour?
During this event,
I mean,
Nintendo
for
will be
3
hosting
different
a
times,
live
so I
stream
don't know.
where staff from the Treehouse will play
Very
the game.
cool though.
But they're not the only ones playing. Researchers from our lab will join the battle wearing a lab coat costume.
Oh, that's
So
so
if you see one
charming.
of us
That's
in
so
your match,
cute.
it might be me. So
It
take it
might
easy.
be me.
Apparently, players who pre-order or purchase Splatoon at GameStop will receive a code for 2 Splatoon DLC costumes.
Bro, what?
This offer is available for
They look so scared.
Don't miss your chance. And stay tuned for more info. I'm making a mental note now. It seems my research concludes here, Squid fans. It's my dearest wish that you are now as dedicated to Squid education, appreciation, and combat as I am.
Oh, I am.
See you
I
at the
am.
test
I
fire event.
was so dedicated
Good
that I
day
made
to
a
you all.
YouTube channel about it. Goodbye, good sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing this with us.